For the 5th time this month, a delivery driver knocked on my door looking for an order that wasn't mine. Fed up, I taped a note outside. I never order takeout. Whoever keeps using my address for pranks deserves a lifetime of bad luck. A few minutes later, someone knocked again. I yanked open the door and snapped, I didn't order anything. Can you please check the address before bothering me? The driver scratched his head, looking confused. That's strange. I always deliver to this address. Not wanting to argue, I slammed the door shut. Moments later, violent pounding erupted from outside. Furious, I flung the door open, ready to curse out whoever was causing trouble. The words died in my throat the instant I saw who was standing there. The furious pounding on my door suddenly made sense. Standing outside was an enraged family of 4. The man at the front, Curtis Vaughn, slammed his fist against the door and pointed at me. You piece of trash. I finally found you. Wasn't it enough for you to eat and drink for free every day? Now you're trying to destroy us completely? Fine. If I'm going down, I'm taking you with me. Before I could react, he shoved past me and barged into my apartment with his family. You got my restaurant shut down. From now on, you're responsible for feeding my entire family. That was the last straw. What the hell is wrong with you people? I snapped. I'm going to sue you for breaking into someone's home in broad daylight. The woman, Shelby Vaughn, stormed up to me and let out a cold laugh. Go ahead. Sue us. We've got nothing left anyway. Since we can't survive out there, we'll just live here from now on. I stared at her, completely baffled. Seriously? Are you all out of your minds? Your restaurant got shut down, so what? What does that have to do with me? Why should I let you stay in my home? Curtis looked at me with undisguised contempt. Didn't think this day would come when you were scamming free meals, did you? You look like a decent person on the outside, but you're disgusting. Scamming free meals? I had never done anything as despicable as that in my life. There had to be some kind of misunderstanding. Unfortunately, they weren't interested in listening. Left with no other choice, I called the police. About 15 minutes later, 2 officers arrived. The moment they walked through the door, Curtis, who'd been raging moments ago, instantly switched to a pitiful expression. Officers, you've got to help ordinary folks like us. This guy kept ordering food from our restaurant over and over. Every single time, he'd claim there was a hair in the food, or a bug in the dish. Then he'd threaten us, saying if we didn't issue a full refund, he'd leave negative reviews. We had no choice but to refund him every time. But a few days ago, he ordered from us again. This time he claimed our food made him sick and demanded compensation for medical bills. It came up to $100,000. There's no way we could afford that much money. So he posted videos online saying our food was unsanitary. He got people to flood us with bad reviews, and even reported us to the authorities, demanding an investigation. Now our delivery listings have been removed, and the restaurant has been shut down. My 2 kids don't even have money for school anymore. The more Curtis spoke, the more aggrieved he sounded. By the end, his eyes were red with emotion. Meanwhile, I was staring at him in disbelief. Everything he described was completely foreign to me. I had never done any of it. That's not true, I immediately said. As if Curtis had been expecting my denial, he pulled out his phone. Officer, look for yourself. Do you think I'd make something like this up? The records are all here. The address, the apartment number, the chat history, and he's still trying to deny it. The officers carefully checked the information before asking me to verify it. The delivery address on the orders was indeed my apartment, but I hadn't placed a single one of them. Suddenly, a thought flashed through my mind. Over the past month, delivery drivers had shown up at my door multiple times by mistake. I finally understood why. Someone had been using my address to scam restaurants. Everything clicked into place. No wonder the scammer had been bold enough to demand $100,000 right off the bat.